Should companies be able to use fan art pieces for their game? Before we get into our topic, guys, hope you guys hit the like, subscribe if you guys like variety content with all relates to art. For example, we do art topics, we do art vlogs when I do Artist Alley kind of stuff, and then we also do much more. Like soon we'll be making DonnyCon Bonanza review video. So keep a lookout for that with exclusive artwork for that said game. Now let's begin our topic. So today what I'm talking about is pretty much a certain tweet went viral in a couple days ago where a email of Marvel Rivals was used inspired by an artist. What I mean by that, well, this tweet right here popped up and it says right here from Siri No, it says, huh, that email looks familiar. Wait, I drew that. So what they're talking about, well, they're talking about the Mantis artwork where it kind of showcased Mantis sitting down and making like a cat kind of figure character. And well, we look in the bottom right here, it actually looks like the same artwork right here, at least inspiration, not trace, just an inspiration of this right here. So the pretty much are like, oh wow, they're using my artwork for inspired for their character Mantis from our Rivals. That's really cool, but they did not credit the artist. But this isn't the first time our Rivals have used an artist fan art for the game. We'll get into that in a little bit because even the artist, acknowledges that. I doubt I was the only one that draw that, but it still feels like I made this emote. Here's the proof that isn't AI, by the way. So they just showcasing the layers. You can see the girl right there is the original one. Right here is where the idea came from, and that's pretty much where it started. That's the inspiration of the reference of the image. So a lot of people are saying that this was AI because of the fingers, but it's not, guys. It's pretty much this with the pinky right here. If you look at right here, it's two fingers, and then it has a circle right here. And yeah, so that's not AI, guys. It's like, so pretty much this two fingers connect right here, these two right here, that's the pinky, and this right here is the two fingers that you see right here. So it's not AI. It just looks weird at first when you look at it, and it's not perfect, but you know, fingers are hard to draw. All right, guys, leave them alone. So of course people are saying the artist deserves credit / also getting money compensation for their, I guess, inspiring that email. Well, that's kind of a little bit tricky. I think credit is fine if they are actually inspired by them to add into their game and stuff. I do understand that. For money, that's a little bit tricky because at the end of the day, they don't own the IP. They just earn a license to the character and they're just using that artwork as inspiration to make that emo. It's not trace, it's not anything like that. They just use that as inspired because this is not the first time they look into artists fan art for their game where they added like inspiring pieces for it. And here's an example. So when we go right here, guys, it says right here, it's becoming a pattern for them to do this kind of thing. I like that they are really in line with the community. So if you guys didn't know, this one art piece right here went completely viral when this first showed. It was really incredible. It's really funny with Blade and Jeff. I think this is one of the funniest pieces of all time in recent time. But this was right here was created by Neo.jpg. So if you guys want to know who the artist is, you can find him right there. And then when you go to the next slide, this is the actual emote they use in the game. So the artist actually inspired them to make that as an emote for Blade or Jeff or one of them. And well, as you can see, it's a different art style. It's not the same art style. It's a different art style. They didn't just copy paste and add it to the game. The artist, whoever they have hired, created the same art piece for them to add to the game. Now that means the question, should they deserve credit? Yes, I think the artist completely inspired this art piece, obviously, to be added. So I think they should be credited. Money wise, that is up to you guys. I'm kind of conflicted. I say yes, but then I say no, because at the end of the day, it is fan art, and fan art gets very kind of tricky in some ways. Even though it is illegal for companies even to steal someone's fan art and use it for themselves for money wise, if it's just complete rip off like a copy paste, that's actually is copyright infringement, believe it or not. But this right here, like I said, is their own art style. Same idea, but different art style, and it's not just a copy paste. So again, let me know. Because I want to make this very clear, I found this right here. It says Align, they steal others' works without credits or reward the original creators. If the owner of the art doesn't care, who are you to care? So this is the artist right here. Let me go full screen right here for you guys. So there's the artist right here, Neo.jpg. Shout out to him. It says right here, when viral keeps referencing your art, like, you know, in the suit, He's happy, he's excited. This is, I guess, this is another emote they use to kind of inspire their character Blade, which is a very fun character of the gameplay I've seen, and also I love his design. So right here it says right here, the rivals team loves me. Still crazy to think that they actually asked me if they could add the high top fade of Jeff. So there you go. So they actually asked this person if they could actually use it, and you know what, they did. They're very happy with it, and it was a happy ending. They're fine with just getting credit. But yeah, like I said, this is not the first time they use a meme into their game. Now this is not like people taking art pieces from another artist. It's just they took a meme and they added it into their game. Like they very are inspired by the community. For example, they use this meme right here to inspire Noel right here. So if you guys see, this is the Noel character. If you guys know who Noel is, it's pretty much a god, a CBL god, or kind of like the god of darkness, I guess you could say, in the Marvel universe. And well, they used the meme right here to create this, to create the emote for the game. So like I said, they're very in tune. They really like looking at other people's art pieces or memes or any of that kind, and they use that to inspiration to add to the game. And you know what, the community loves it, because that's not the only one. The other one right here is this one right here. So recently they announced like kind of combo celebration taunts, or whatever you want to call them. And right here it says JonnyboiG, which is the artist that we just talked about. Looks like he made this where like he's hugging Jeff, Emma Frost, like, hey, this is my homie. And he also did with the Nike shoes, and well, looks like they added it into the game, like, which is very surprising. So they're very like, they love JonnyboiG. I feel like they should hire him officially and work with them, because they use a lot of his work to inspire emotes or artwork or ideas for their game. Because like, for example, the Emma and Jeff, well, let me show you guys this video. So here's a video of like them using like a duo emote kind of thing, or taunt. No, Jeff, run!
Darling, Emma's here. Hello, darling.
There it is. My baby and me. So there you go. So it's like it's not like obviously the same as the drawing they showcase, but it's like inspiration from that, right? My baby and me kind of thing. And like I said, they know what the community is doing, like their artwork and fan art and everything like that, because the community loves it. The creators love it, and I think it's all good all around. Competition, like getting money for it, that's a different story, and we'll see. We'll get to a point where people are going to be like, yeah, they're taking too much. Where's my money? Like, you know what I mean? Guys, I forgot to show you guys one more, and that was the Venoms Booty Shake. Yes, that's an actual real emote in the Marvel Rivals game. Yep. Look at that booty. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but isn't this like a reference from anime? Right? The Iron Fist right there, especially this part right here. I feel like it's from My Hero Academia because of the fire. Like, it just seems so similar to like an anime shot. Again, this is not like an original thing where it's exclusive for one anime or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but I feel like even this was inspired by an anime shot, because when you scroll down, there are a couple of them already like showcasing them. Like, for example, right here, obviously the Luffy when he did the punch, like when it made all light, that kind of thing. What do you call it? All Might. Oh my god, I forgot the name. But yeah, All Might doing the punch. But it remind me of what's the name from One Piece, guys? The second hero, the size #1 hero now. Oh wait, never mind. It reminded me of this one. That's what I was like. Oh, it looks kind of similar, but no. But yeah, like, that's like a thing they do in anime kind of thing. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Should the artists be like given money from the company if they use their fan art pieces to be inspired to use as these emotes or sprays? Because I believe some of them are for free. You don't have to buy all of them. So I think some of them are added into the season pass. And yeah, so obviously like they make their money within cosmetics and stuff like that. And those spray emotes thing, and the what do you call it? Like the dances and stuff like that. People pay for that. That's how they make their money. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if the artists should be paid, or they should just feel honored that they used their art piece that inspired them for their new content for their game. But that's pretty much it for me tonight, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Hit the like, subscribe, and yeah, it's not that long of a video today, but I was very curious. Like, you know, they've been using this for some time, and I'm very curious what you guys think. Is it, should they pay them, or creators good enough? All right, bye. Whoop. Pew.